Hey guys, I've had this Polish ration in my war chest for quite a while. It just went over its expiration date, but it should still be okay. I got this from my buddy Delicious. He's a great reviewer out of Poland, so make sure that you check him out. I even put a link down there in the description box for you. I am having an issue with this though. I don't know what kind of happened to it, but if I hold it, there's something in there that sounds loose. I'm hoping not to get a huge pile of sugar or salt or whatever that might be that's rattling around all over the place. And again, real quick, you can see it is an SR, which means it is a daily ration or one meal as opposed to an SRG, which is 24-hour ration, packaged by Arpol. And if you look on here really close, it does have like the native identifier kind of stuff. It's written in English, French, Polish. And there are no tear notches on these, so we're simply going to use what I have on hand, which is a pair of kitchen scissors. And I'm carefully going to look inside to see if I can find out what that stuff that is moving around. And actually, I don't see any individual granules. So far, check that out. Still in one piece. Well, I guess my fears were unfounded. Let's see what we got here. Okay, of course, we got this straw. Interesting. Little accessory packet, spoon, and a napkin. And if you look on here, maybe you can kind of see it. It says it is a cranberry flavored cereal bar. The special crackers, tank treads, Panzer waffles. And even some people say these will work at stopping a bullet in a plate carrier. Little accessory pack, we'll take a look at that. This is the luncheon meat. Usually it is a pork product, sometimes even liver. You know how much I love that. Have some honey. And this is vegetables with sausage, 300 grams of that. And this one had a longer expiration than on the package. Then of course, this is the heating unit. This is probably one of the best heating units, I would say, definitely in Europe. Absolutely awesome, but that's kind of odd. There is a staple in there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And this is usually, well, I was going to say dried fruit, but it is a concentrated drink, usually lemon tea. And let's take a look at this. It is in a nice little Ziploc bag, so of course you can, I was about to say reuse it until I just ripped a big hole in it. One can be used as a napkin, one can be used as a blue paper, I guess depending on what you need, or both, or whatever. Moist towelette. Plastic bag for probably storing stuff or water purification or whatever you need it for. A coffee or a little coffee candy, hard candy, xylitol gum. I always try to keep that stuff as far away from the dogs as I can because xylitol is poisonous to them. Dicky vitamin C candy and a packet of salt and pepper. And let's get this stuff made up. Alright, now we're going to heat up this main in our FRH. And it does say for 15 minutes. Then our tank treads. See the caraway seeds in there. Then we got this pot of meat. Candies and gum. Honey. Now it is crystallized, but if you needed to make it more liquidy, just put it in some hot water. It will soften back up into a nice tea. And if necessary, you can pour the water directly into that and use that straw to drink it. It's like raspberry. Now, for those of you that are like teachers, instructors, or professors, and you have a student say that their dog ate their homework, yeah, I went downstairs for all of 10 minutes to set up the studio, and yeah, my dog literally ate my homework. Man, this smells awesome. Too bad we can't try that. Okay, let's do this before something else calamitous happens to me. Then we'll start off with these vegetables with sausage. It's got a nice gravy. Looks like we got some pepper in there, some green and some red. Sure, we got some other stuff. I will try to decipher it. Look at that. See if I don't spill it everywhere. The gravy has just this light hint of saltiness to it. It's pretty savory. And it really coats your mouth. It's very pleasant. And the sausage, it's legit sausage. It's not like pressed stuff, whatever. And you can taste the casing. It's nice and chewy. Very good. Very tasty sausage. With just like a hint of like smokiness and a little bit of pepper, like black pepper. Yeah, I'd be very happy with this on a cold, rainy day out in the field. Let's try some of our honey with our Panzerwaffel. And again, some people, they would just soak these in a drink or in a liquid or something because they are hard. These are like hardtack to the extreme. And same thing with the honey. If you don't like it crystallized like this, just set it in some warm water. It'll heat right up, no problem. It'll get back to its nice little gooey consistency like it is right here on the bottom. I kind of like it crystallized because it gives it a little bit of texture. Man, I'm just like making a mess all over the place with this one. Let's give that one a go. And they don't call these things tank treads for a reason, man. It takes some strong teeth to break into one of those. Well, of course, I would show you my lovely potted meat, but I am not sampling any of that. Thank you, guys. And then this is the Cranberry Fruit Bar. And this is just like a flour or rice paper that's right on top to make it kind of non-stick during the baking, curing, packaging process. And these just have that natural fruit flavor. They're not overly sweet. Pretty much the only sweetness that you'll get in these fruit bars is whatever sugar content comes in the fruit that's in the fruit. We'll try some of our raspberry tea with our handy dandy little straw. Now granted, this is only supposed to be like 250 ml, which would be a lot less water than this. And the less water you use, the more concentrated the flavor will be. And then hiding under here, under my napkin, again, we have that vitamin C candy. This is the orange flavor. We have our coffee candy. I guess this is our coffee substitute. And lastly, we have some xylitol gum to help clean our teeth and for dental care. Now I'm going to try to bust one of these up into as small pieces as I can and just let them sit into the sauce and let them soften up a little bit so we can try that for texture variants. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of taste and flavor to these hard biscuits. They're just made to be filling, to provide you with your fiber, and to last for a long time. Which, man, these things will last a long time. And once the gravy has a couple of minutes, especially when this is really hot, to absorb into these little nooks and crannies, it really does make a difference. Because as soon as you actually break these with your teeth and start crushing with your molars, it just kind of crumbles into a powder. So it just kind of absorbs all of this stuff and just gives it a nice kind of like a thick mush kind of texture. Well, everybody, this was a Polish SR ration, or 1 meal ration, menu number 19. It's pretty tasty. I really enjoyed this sausage. Thank you very much, Delicious, for sending it to me. And I will see you all on my next review. That's if the MRE taster dogs don't eat it first. Bye.